Oh, there is a pub.
Oh, Jesus, you're just starting exactly well. It's fine. Hi, everyone. Hi, we're live. Welcome to this very special, super special Friday live stream where we're going to talk about death. Not that type of death. We're going to talk about Death the Game, which is a really interesting and really, really cute looking indie game that I've discovered just a few months ago. And here to talk about it are the culprits, the killers of the hero. Because, you know, they're pretty much murderers because they killed the main character. It's Falco and Mark. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for coming on.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you
I just
very
called
much.
You murderers. I just called you murderers. So you're making Death the Game. So what's wrong with you? Okay, just first of all, tell me about the game, and then tell me how the hell did you went to this morbid idea of Death the Game.
Well, Death the Game is a 3D adventure exploration game. That's the basic description. And it's the story of Liam, who's obviously dead because he's a skeleton and skeletons are dead. And so he wakes up in a bizarre world with no memory about his past. And he's like, okay, I'm a skeleton. I'm in a video game. Okay. And let's just discover what I'm doing here and who was I? Who was I? What did I do in my lifetime and such things? And you listen to him and you laugh, probably, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope.
So, okay, so very good elevator pitch, but how did you get to this idea of death? Why did you want death to be the theme of your title?
Actually, at the beginning, we wanted to make a game. We decided to make a game, poetic one, a mix of poetry and humor. And from there, we decided for the humor part to break the fourth wall. Once the fourth wall was broken, we decided to have a standard character that we find usually in games, like it could have been a pirate or I don't know, and we have chosen the skeleton. And from the skeleton, we decided that he was dead because he wasn't a skeleton, so it was about death. And you have the way of thinking about the creation of the game. That's mainly the process we followed.
So that was the theme of the games went off the character, not the other way around. So you weren't thinking about, okay, we're gonna make a game about this subject, and then you found your character. You first found your character, and him being a skeleton, you went into the theme.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting because that's usually not how people do it. So why the skeleton? What was so attractive to this type of character?
Yeah, actually, it could have been like Falco said, a pirate. It was just about having a character that was cute. We started with a big head, and it was designed to be a common video game character, and we ended up with a skeleton. And yeah.
Actually, with this idea of breaking the fourth wall, it was a video game that knows it is a video game. So we're playing with the video game squads and like that. So we chose a character that is commonly encountered in video games. Like it's usually the basic enemy in video games, it's the skeleton. So that the very start point. And and that's it. And the world and the story, was written around the first Kara designs and the character actually. Yeah.
Okay, so take me back to the beginning of your project. What were you doing? What were you thinking during that time? You were like, we'll just have this day job where we're making. I don't know what you were doing. You're gonna tell me that, and then we're like, let's make a game. And then, this happened.
Well, we were at school at the time we started the project. Falco was at school. I was like descolarized because I had ended up my mandatory school. And I was like, okay, I'm taking a break. And so we started on this project. And we actually ended up learning because we didn't know how to do a video game. So we had to learn from the zero. And I didn't know how to do a 3D model since 3 years ago. And we had to learn stuff like that. Yeah.
So both of you, no other experience in terms of game development. This is your first project per se.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Okay. So this is why jump in so deep, because it's a big endeavor. You know, from what I've seen, of course, you've been teasing stuff about Death, the game, but it seems like its scope is quite large. So why go for something so tedious and big right from the get-go?
I guess that's from withdraw we should have. It's like we like to do things and to do things like the most we can do perfectly, and that's why we decided to make a game. But we don't like really the idea, or actually it's not like that. We do things. We don't like the idea of making something one time, two times, three times, and it's every project's all little and not really finished and things like that. So we want to take time to make a big project, which is, yes, the first one, but we will spend time on it, a lot of time. So it should be fine at the end, because we are doing everything we can to make it good.
I do like the confidence. Like, we should be fine in the end. But no, but that's really interesting, because a lot of people would say, yeah, let's iterate. Let's do this small thing, and I mean, you know, depending on the person, it seems like you're a bit more risk-taking than other people, because it's like, okay, we want something, we want to make this game, and you don't want to compromise on it. So, you know, you just, okay, we're just going into the deep end, which is scary, I think. But it's also interesting that you took that path, because a lot of people would not. So, you know, props to you. So how long have you been working on it so far?
3 years now. Yes. Yeah. The first year was mostly about learning the software and things like that. So because we are starting from zero, as Marek said. So yeah, let's say 3 years, but it's actually more like 2. And yeah, it's risky, but I think that we have participated to game jams, things like that, making a game in like 2 days, 3 days, and at the end of that, you have a game that is playable or not, and yeah, this kind of things, like spending a lot of energy in a project that is very short and it's I understand why doing that, but it's really not the way we are concepting things.
Yeah, that's quite interesting, because it's I won't say brave, like, because other people will be like, that's so brave what you're doing. It's like, no, that's hard. Like, yeah, that's awesome. That's why, you know, that actually makes me want to, you know, support you and talk about the game even more, because, like, yeah, if someone needs support, are these guys who are just going in, you know, a little, you know, like a little bull, like, just, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead. But that's really cool, and it's, you know, it sounds uncompromising, which I think it's good for any new developer who's trying to prove themselves. It's like, yeah, we're doing this. We want to show what we can do, and, you know, we're not taking any shortcuts. We're not making anything. So that's really cool. I think, at least. So hopefully that's going to be useful for a Kickstarter pitch, if that comes. We're going to talk about that too. Tell me a bit about the main character. Well, a bit more about the main character. So he's a skeleton. Okay, is he, I don't know, animated by some weird magic? How does he function in the world? What's his deal?
Well, the skeleton is somehow not dead and not alive. I would say he has his soul that drives him to be like moving, talking, and doing stuff like that. but the bones of the skeleton are not back to life, and yeah, it doesn't answer your question at all. But
that's fine.
That's a tricky question. The skeleton. What can we say?
It's as you said, we can say that it is animated by magic, ancient, what you want. Actually, the player is free of imagining whatever. Inside his head, what we can say, it's the blue bubble inside the head is soul. And it's a brand new feature in the game. Actually, you're up to date as hell because you have it behind you on your green screen. Yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
He's cute for a dead person. He's pretty cute.
Yeah. So, thank you. That's the goal. And what we can say is if it has this shape, if the skeleton looks like this, it has a reason. I cannot say which one, but everything in the game has a reason to be there, to look like what it looks like and things like that. So
okay, so can I speculate that he was a human because he kind of looks like a human, although he has a big head, which is a little bit. I mean, he could have some weird genetic, disease or something that made his head that big, but you've revealed that he has a name. Right, Liam Timothy Mars. So why would you reveal that so early? Is that something that wouldn't that be something that you'd want the player to discover on their own? Like, I was really wondering, like, okay, that's interesting. Why? Because the game's about discovery. Why give out the name?
You have very good questions. It's really hard to answer because everything is about exactly. And if we give the name so early, it's on purpose. It's I cannot actually answer really because it's on purpose. But which one? You discover at the end of the game something about the name, and so there is a reason of calling the skeleton Liam Timothy Mars all along the game. And yes, and your speculation are good. The skeleton was a human, but an actual one with a normal sized head and things like that. Actually, if they are other humans, if there were other humans in the world of this game, they would be shaped like normal humans in the character design with normal heads. If the skeleton of Liam is such deformed,
really?
Yeah.
You're Frenching me right now. It's like
it has a reason. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna speculate even more. He was a human, a normal human, and because he has 3 names, he was a killer, probably a serial killer. Like I don't know if you like. There was this, I guess, meme back in the 90s where it's like, did you know that all serial killers have 3 names? And there were like, a few examples of serial killers from the United States that had 3 names. So I'm thinking, why would someone be, resurrected or not, I don't know, still exist as a skeleton after they've been long gone? I'm thinking maybe he did something very, 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 very bad during his life, and now he has to maybe make amends. I don't know. That's speculation, but it's still, 3 names. I'm suspicious. As cute as he is, I'm keeping my eye on Liam because I don't trust him. Let's just say that he's too cute.
Okay, okay.
He's too okay. So tell me a bit about the world he's in, because it's a very colorful and fantasy world. Why did you choose kind of this theme for the place we're gonna explore?
Well, there is a logic behind what is a world, what is in the world, like the animals, the entities, I don't know how to say that. The characters Liam could encounter in the world. There is a logic that is explained in the story, and you understand when you get to play the game. so we can't really spoil that. But we just decided at the origin there was a story that implied this logic, and I would say that it was good. We had like good ideas for animals, and it would be.
Basically, it's like we can't say anything, but it's gonna make sense eventually. Like, yeah, thanks. Like you know how long I have to wait until you make the game for all of this to make sense? Just work with me here. Okay, so it's but it is a fantasy world. That's the thing. So it's not a, let's say, a mirror of like the modern world that we live in right now. So we're gonna maybe see, again, speculating, some maybe fantasy creatures, something that's not in the real world, that our world. I mean, can would that be a good guesstimate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
You can
I
find.
like it. Yeah.
We were talking in the last devlog about the spirits that you may encounter at night in the forest, and so there are, as far as I know, no spirits in the real world. So that's. Yeah.
I mean,
Who knows? Who knows?
Depending on who you ask, people will say that they're, lizard people, yetis. So I don't know. Yeah, I have never seen a spirit, so I can't vouch for that. But yeah, technically there are no spirits in this world. And then you see like a ghost apparition around here. It's like, what? Okay, never mind. That would be fun. I should just put like if I had like some visual effects training, I would put like a ghost around here, but just so it's fine. So okay, so you can't reveal a lot about the flora and fauna, I guess, but what about the interaction of the player with Liam and the world? So he's gonna break the fourth wall, which means that he's gonna communicate with the player. And something I was thinking just yesterday, how is this gonna be initiated? Will Liam start conversations with the player? Can you start conversations with him based on stuff that you see? Like, what's the how can you start interacting with him? Is it gonna come from him or from you or from both of you?
Mostly from him. You are more passive in the story, but it's like it's like the game have two main characters, you and the skeleton, but you can talk and he can, so you will have some interactions, like you find an object and Liam interacts with it, but you will have choices to answer him, and it's mostly based on the dialogues. Actually, the dialogues are written in the way that Liam communicates with you, and of course part of the gameplay also. So there won't be a button. Actually, there won't be a button to like I click and I will speak to the skeleton and I enter text, and of course we can do that, but you will have always a button that is default R on the keyboard for random voice line, which means that you press the button and Liam will speak and talk about his near environment. So that's why the game will contain thousands of voice lines. It's because every 50 meters you will enter a new zone, a new area. And this area will take 15 voice lines. You will have 15 voice lines per zone, random voice lines. So when you press R, you're always contextual. So yeah.
And will those random lines, will those act sometimes maybe as I don't know, some sort of hint for the player, or is it's really going to be random, just Liam's thoughts on the stuff, or is that interaction going to help the player? So would you want to for him to speak about everything that he sees around?
Well, there are moments actually with the air button, the random voice lines are random. I I don't think I will ever help the player if he's stuck with a quest or achievements. But of course, if there is a moment the player is in a gameplay phase and he needs that hint to find something, or too much time passes by, yeah, we'll insert something to help him. But it will not be through that mechanic, that air button.
So what's the relationship between Liam and the player? Because he talks to you and you talk to him, but does he have an issue with the player? Is he going to be combative? Is it going to be friendly? Will the relationship change over the course of the game?
It will be friendly from the beginning, and some gameplay mechanics are based on this relationship. So I don't know if we talk later on that point, but I can explain you gameplay based on that mechanic.
Okay. Go ahead, just comment it.
So you have the Discord maze, which is one of the main 5 main zones in the game. When you enter the Discord maze, your gamepad is broken. You have only go forward, left, right, backwards, and you can just move the player like that, the character like that, sorry. And you have the map of the maze, so you know where is the end. And there is a panel at the entrance that says the adventurers that enter the maze are going to how to say that? At the beginning they are friends. At the end they are not.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
When you don't have vocabulary,
that's fine. You start off as friends, you end up as enemies, something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like, because that would be probably the challenge of the maze, right? Like, you know, even friends who go into the maze will eventually become enemies because of the craziness of that maze. I'm guessing that would be the.
Yeah, very good sum up. Better than me. And actually, Liam won't listen you at the end. When you say right, he will say left, and things like that. So you have to judge how to progress in the maze. That's an example of gameplay based on this 4th wall. You have also like the spirits in the forest. They will run after Liam, and at the center of the forest there is this building, the crypt, with the bell, the big bell on the top, and you will have to take the camera to fly over the forest and to bunk the camera in the bell to make the spirits disappear. For example, that's kind of things you can have in the game.
That's very interesting. That has like a little black and white vibe to it. Like you're omnipresent and you can actually interact. So is that something that we're gonna see more in DTG? Just Death the Game, just for short.
Yeah,
like will the player have control over the camera like this and interact with the world on his own without Liam in multiple instances, or is this the main mechanic that you're gonna have, ringing that bell on your own?
That's actually a good question. I would say it's possible that we use it multiple times if you think that's interesting, that incentive for us to put it like.
Okay, so about the relationship, their relationship, depending on your answers, your interaction with Liam, is that gonna potentially lead to different endings to the game based on how well you interacted? If you ended up more friendly or a bit more combative at times, or is just one ending planned and that's it? Not that it's a bad thing to be just one ending, just saying.
Yeah. For now, I will say there will only be one ending. It's a huge work, and we have a lot of things to do. It's a huge work to make a game with multiple choices that impact the scenario, and a lot of like Quantic Dreams games or The Witcher, for example. That's very difficult.
Like it's like we're not making The Witcher just yet. It's like after we ship Death the game, we're gonna bring in like 2, 3, 4 more people, and we're gonna be like, yeah. So we're just CD Projekt Red, just move aside. We're taking over, which is fine. I think we're definitely in that period of time where another studio, another indie studio, would be ripe to come in and kind of fill that, let's say, void that CD Projekt Red is kind of leaving, because they're transitioning into something else at this point. So yeah, that's Death the Game, huge with multiple endings or other types of game. Why not? What I'm encouraging, like, you're gonna finish this, you're gonna make more stuff. It's great. It's gonna work great. But so one ending. That's the idea. That's the idea. So you won't be able to piss off Liam to such an extent that you're gonna be like, oh, sorry, you lost the game, because you weren't friendly enough to Liam. So that's
Well, moment by moment. I mean, after you do something, you have that multiple choice. There is a possibility, why not, that you select the wrong answer and Lam decides to go alone and he leaves you and game over.
Oh.
Why not? Maybe.
Oh, okay. So
we
it
have
wasn't...
to plan it a bit, because if that's just like one chance on 2 and the player loses, it's a bit like free and okay, it's not deserved. So yeah, but why not?
So is Liam the only character in the world that's aware of the player's presence?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically everyone around would be like, that skeleton, he just talks to himself. He's crazy. Like, because you see Liam just going on just around the plains, and he's like, yeah, whatever, I'm not gonna do that. What, you just press random lines to get random lines, and everyone else thinks he's crazy because he's talking to himself. Poor Liam. See, another potential clue that he did something very, very wrong during life, because now in death he's gonna be seen as crazy by everyone else in there. All right, so you can't really reveal much about the other characters. Can you maybe tease if there are any, let's say, enemies or arch enemies in the world? Are we gonna have someone that is definitely, or all the time, is gonna be combative and is gonna try to trip Liam over, or will we have just, let's say, general enemies that are just roaming around the world?
Well, the only kind of enemies we have planned for now are the spirits. Yeah.
At night.
It's not an action game, so yeah, there are not combats at every corner of streets, and you don't fight for your life or death.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you can fight for your death too. Why not? It's like, so what would happen? Let's say a spirit. Let's say you don't do what you're supposed to do, and a spirit catches Liam, or what are they going to do with him? Because he's dead already. Are they going to take his soul?
He's dead. Okay,
but he has.
He is in the game, so it's a game over.
Yeah,
because we know we are in a game. It's so maybe he's not dead, but the game is dead. So game over.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Now, so for everyone who's watched any material about DTG, there's definitely some teasing about the world being, let's say, more than meets the eye at the beginning. We see in one of your videos, actually more, I think 2 of your videos, you see an elevator, which suggests to me that maybe there's some sort of virtual world, or maybe there's a park or something like that. So can you tease anything about what's the relationship between the fantasy world and the modern elements that we see in the things that you've revealed so far? So it's not a secret that there's something modern in the world that exists in addition to the crypt and everything else.
That's a tricky question.
So Liam
Take your time.
was a Newman who lived in the 21st century.
Mhm.
Okay, so when he was alive, he knew elevators, he knew buildings, he knew Breaking Bad, I don't know. And so that's why also you have all these references to the pop culture around the game. To Harry Potter, from Harry Potter to Dexter, or I don't know, because Liam is definitely an actual character from our days.
Mhm. So he was
And
alive with us, and now he's
yeah,
gone and
yeah,
he's somewhere else.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I don't know if he knew the pandemic. Not sure of that, but okay. And
You know, it's funny. It's funny. At the end of the game, you're gonna be like, Liam Timothy Mars, death reason, COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2. like, oh, come on, really? Like, poor guy. Of course, comorbidities. He was, I don't know what happened. He was probably. I mean, with that name, Liam Timothy Mars, I'm gonna guess Englishman, went to the United States, went into the US lifestyle, ate a lot of burgers, and he got fat. That was his comorbidity. He was obese and he died, and he got COVID and then he died. He was just one of those guys that was going on
why not?
a little
Why not?
scooter. I mean, just saying, why not? It's possible. It's possible that that was his life. I don't know. We'll have to discover it in the full game. Any other gameplay mechanic that you could maybe reveal in terms of like, are you gonna have puzzles? Does Liam have an inventory? Does he have any tools? Is he going to use anything like that throughout his adventures?
He has his arms, so that's the only tool with its head, and he can throw them. And no, he doesn't have an inventory. So yeah,
That's kind of like just take the arm off and throw. Like, is that something that he's gonna do?
Yeah.
yep.
Yes, it's mechanic. It's like a grappling when you have a river, for example, and trees on the other side. You can't actually swim, so you will have to throw your arm into the bark of the tree, and then the skeleton will jump to his arm, and you will cross the rivers like that. And the arm will be used for also maybe fighting some spirits or things like that. But again, it's not an action game, so you won't have to fight most of the time. It will be peaceful. You will have platforms, phase, puzzles also, rail shooter phase. Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair. I like how you said, like, it's peaceful. It's like, it's called Death the game. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, death can be peaceful because you die of old age and stuff like that. But usually, there's
Rest in
something.
peace. Rest
Right?
in
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. That's people don't even say that anymore. It's weird. I don't know. It's you just leave the dead. It's fine. Don't speak ill of the dead. But people seem to be doing that right now. But that's now you've mentioned earlier that there are 5 zones that Liam is going to explore. So what will he be looking in those 5 zones? Is it information? Is it characters that know about him and his life? What will he be able to discover?
Well, he's looking for answers. Obviously, he's looking to understand what he's doing there in this world, what has been his life, and who he was, and stuff like that. So yeah, any character who could tell him something, even if he, spoilers, won't encounter anyone in those zones. So yeah, he's looking for answers, and that could be like a sheet of paper with something written on it, and yeah, a letter from someone, maybe.
Mm-hmm. So he doesn't know anything about himself when the game begins?
Nope.
Okay, that's interesting. So the player and Liam are on the same page from the beginning. Like, none know anything. Okay, that's very interesting. So as you explore and you find more information, is that gonna be like quantified or catalog somewhere, like a journal or something like that, so you know what you found so far, like a like a log or a diary, something like that, to kind of help you. So this is what we found so far.
Well, as there is no goal to solve the enigma of why he's there, there is just you playing, understanding why a bit of Liam's story, and then if you forget it, like the game will be really short, maybe a few hours. You don't need a big log with entries, but maybe we could do something in the crypt. You have the informations you found, and you can reread them and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a possibility.
And the top of the crypt, which will be like the hub of the game, it's in the middle of the map, will evolve with the remembrance, with the objects you gather in the main quests. So I mean, if you finish the maze, you will have in this hub, you will have some the atmosphere will evolve, and each time you get a new memory.
So how is he gonna travel throughout this world? Is it free, or would you okay, so it's free roam, you can choose where to go from the beginning? It's not like a okay. And will it matter? I would guess no. Like it won't matter. Like if you go to somewhere, to a specific place first, and then to another one. So it doesn't have that linearity in terms of the story, in terms of the things that you can find.
No.
You can accomplish the 5 quests in the order you want. Actually, it's a bit like Breath of the Wild. You can go the 4 quests in the order you want. So it's the same here.
Because I was thinking, like, if you can find one type of information in one specific place, and then you go somewhere else, like I wouldn't want the timeline in terms of the story to be screwed a little bit. So you find out that he died like this, or that he did this during his life. So that's going to be a little bit challenging, I think, to get it. So the player, regardless of how the player goes around the world, that they will understand the story in its complete timeline and not get confused in terms of what happened first and second and whatever. That's going to be interesting to see how it. That's why a diary, I think, would be potentially helpful. It doesn't have to be in there, but I'm just saying it's I like things written down. I like to read stuff in this.
Yeah.
So not so much in real life, but it's in games. Yeah. One thing that I've seen you mentioned in one of your logbooks is the day-night cycle. How is that gonna manifest? Will it come natural? Will you be able to, I don't know, sleep and wake up at night? Will you be able to sleep all night, or will the time just flow naturally and you'll just go day night day night day night and you can't skip over any part of the day?
You won't be able to skip it. It's a natural cycle that runs alone and always. The night won't be too long because it will be very dark, but we will make it a beautiful moment with lights drawing path on the map, and we will work on this part to make it like a wonderful night, beautiful moment. With only shapes, that's just it. And some events are bound to the fact that it's the night time. So you will have, of course, the spirits, but also some events, because in the game you have the 5 main quests, but it's a huge forest, and in the forest, to not have a boring, just wandering simulator game, you have a lot of dispatch events
all around. Right. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Right. I get it. You're gonna have other stuff to do that you're gonna find. So, are any story elements, like in terms of the story, I mean Liam's story elements, are some of them that are going to be conditioned based on the time of day? Like you'll be able to find, I don't know, this specific clue only at nighttime in this area, or will you be able to just go and find whatever whenever you go, day night, you'll be able to find that clue about Liam's life?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I will say it here, and in case someone, when the game will be out, find this video, I will say it just here in your video. At the night, go down in the crypt, return back. Wow, return back at the beginning. At the beginning of the game in the crypt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
There is more than a clue.
Yeah. Yes. And of course, even the elevator is a clue of Liam's life. Yeah. So you will find in the forest, day and night, I don't know, clues about everything has a reason to be here. So.
And since you mentioned the spirits, will the spirits only come out at night, or will they be roaming at any point during the day?
Only at night. Yeah.
Okay, so they're not a constant threat. During the day you can explore and be more, relaxed while going around. Okay, that's interesting. And will other characters be found depending on the time of day? Or like, I don't know, like I'm just gonna take an owl. Because who doesn't want to have an owl, a wise old owl in a game when there's at least one forest? Like, will the owl be sleeping during the day and you see like, come on owl, come here, you should just throw your hand in there and be like, no, go away. And then at night it's going to actually be, awake and you can talk to it?
Probably. I don't know if you will be able to talk to it, but probably the animals during the day and during the night will not be the same.
Mm-hmm.
But probably there is no character exception made of one aside the skeleton. There is like Liam, the player. You're not a character of the game, obviously, and there is only one character aside that you can talk to, and it's not linked to day night.
Mm-hmm. So there's going to be a lot of voice lines from Liam and not much else. Like, it's so quiet here. Okay, I'm just going to press R again. Like, just talk to me. So,
we have
yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, we have a few questions I didn't see before. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to go about them a bit later, but go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay, no, not disturbing your plan.
No, come on. Like, you know my plans go to hell really easily. Like, anyway, go ahead. If you see something that you want to address, go ahead. Yeah, sure. From Voiter, I'm guessing. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, we had that question about customization of the character, and it's not one of our main objectives because we have a lot to do with the game already. So we planned on having a few skins, but that's, yes, not a priority. Mm-hmm. So customization, no. Skins, yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Skins, probably. Yeah.
Just for us because we want to have skins, so they will probably be skins.
Yeah. Right. And I mean, they're not probably going to be any, gameplay changing elements, so they're not priority, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so let's go through it. Why a skeleton and not a soul? Right, so he has a soul. Why does he need a, let's say, a physical form? Like a material form, right? Because the skeleton is a material form. Why does he need that? Why doesn't the soul come out and you're gonna control the soul and the skeleton just rots in the ground like it's supposed to? So it's found like 1,000 years later by archaeologists.
First, the soul is not cute. Just the bubble behind you. It will be bubble. And the first thing is that the shape of Liam has a reason. So this reason it couldn't have been a soul actually, just a circle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be really boring to play as just a bubble. So,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, just a little smoke in there, like just some particles, just some light particles just going around. Yeah, that would be a little bit weird, but then again, yeah, the cuteness part, I guess it's one of the things that you would want anyway, like something that's iconic. Like you want something that people remember, and the way Liam looks is it's very, very particular. He has the big head, he has the flower on his top, he has the light glowing in his skull. He has the cute little mustache, like he's a mariachi or something. It's he's very distinct, and I think that's a good thing because people remember distinct characters, and who knows, later on, with the success of the game, you're gonna make merch, and everyone will want to buy like little plushies of Liam. Yeah, merch. You gotta make the money. I mean, why not? It's fine. I like it. I definitely like it. So it's not. Can you something that you've mentioned in one of the logbooks, but not here. Sorry, not here. Can you tell me about the 5 areas and what you're gonna find there in terms of the theme, maybe not the character, not the creatures that you're gonna find or the clues, but what are you gonna look like? So you said the maze. Can you describe it a little bit so we get an idea of what to expect?
Okay. You have the Fireflies tree, which will be a big tree with thousands of fireflies flying around, and this quest is about
helping a firefly.
Yeah, helping the queen of the fireflies. You have to, so you take her in the south of the map, and you have to bring her to the tree because she's lost.
That's just adorable.
Yeah.
I seriously like you have to help the queen of the fireflies. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. No, but it is. It really is. Like it's. Sorry, go ahead. I was just thinking about something else based on this, but go ahead. Sorry.
There is the Mushrooms Cave, and it's a dark place where you don't see a lot, but there are mushrooms, and some are how to say that? If you step on them, you explode. So that's a bad thing. But there are maybe some mushrooms that you can step on to make light and illuminate the place and see where you are. And who knows how much time they will light the place. So you have to hurry up and you cross the cave and
yeah. And that's the gameplay mechanic right there. You don't see anything. Yeah, but that's a great thing because we like from the videos and what you've presented so far, you don't really get a sense of the gameplay that it's gonna be in that. So it's really good to reveal stuff like that because it's interesting. So that's a cute puzzle. Only it's nice to know what you're going to go see in there. Not everything, but have an idea.
Yeah. What else? The falls, like
Pedalo's Cascade.
Pedalo's Cascade. Yes. You have a cascade.
Waterfall.
Waterfall. Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I was.
You know what?
I was with.
It's on me. It's on me.
Niagara.
No. You know what? I mean, like. I have Latin-based language myself, so it's in Romanian it's cascada, so it's almost the same thing. But yeah, in English it's waterfalls. For people who don't know Latin-based languages, all the peasants that speak English and other Germanic-based whatever, it's waterfall. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Waterfalls with pedalo on it. Pedalo.
Pedalos.
No.
Okay. Actually, I have no idea what those are.
We have verified on the internet. We say pedalos. It's just maybe there is another word, but it's correct.
Okay.
Usually.
So it's like a boat, but
pedal boats. Like yeah. Okay, yeah. Roll boats, kind of like that. But not. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I
Okay.
know. The type of boats that you take on a lake on a park, and you have
Yep.
to pedal in order to
Absolutely.
make the move. Right. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. This quest is definitely very difficult to define. Uh,
I mean,
okay, so
if it's too spoiler, you don't have to just
no, it's just the
The words.
vocabulary
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
So the Pedalo Cascade or the Pedal Boats Waterfall is a waterfall that goes up.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, with pedal boats on it, and that's the platform phase, because you will have to jump on pedals to go on the top, and that's not all of the quest. At the end, when you're on the top, you will have to go down with another way. It's in the sky. You will have houses that are in the sky floating, and you will have to jump on the houses to go down. That's not puzzle phase, but
Platforming.
Platform, of course, but it's also observing phase, because you have to jump on the good houses based on the drawing you see on the top of the waterfall. So on the top of the waterfall, there is drawing of an house, and you have to jump on the good houses to
Because if you jump on the wrong one, you fall or something.
Yeah, you fall, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting, because you have to memorize the. That's funny, because like, okay, so houses. What does that mean? Okay, inhabitants. What type of inhabitants? Well, we can speculate on that. The funny thing here, without even speculating, would be like, just imagine those people there, those characters, creatures, whatever they are. They'll be like, what the hell? Were you jumping on my house? And like a skeleton just whoop, 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 jumping on. That's kind of rude, but yeah. It would be funny if they're like small creatures, and Liam is a lot bigger than them, and he'd be like, "This crazy skeleton is just jumping on my roof. He's gonna destroy the roof." You're who knows? But yeah, that's actually really interesting, because it's and it's cute, and I really like the idea of the waterfall going up, because it's we twisted around. That's cool. So sorry, go ahead. Tell me about the other areas.
There is the Panthera Cats orchard. So that's the Panthera Cats. I don't have to translate it. I guess it's clear. I hope. So
you
imagine cats, and you imagine pantheras, and you imagine a mix between the two, and that's Panthera Cats. So yeah, you arrive in this orchard, and you start by helping a little how to say that, rat, some kind of rat, and you help him get some fruits from a tree. And once you're done and you have a pile of fruits, like 1,000 fruits, and you don't know what to do with them.
Thousands.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, let's.
I mean, you know what? You can get like
50,000.
Yeah, you can get like 50 if you want to do the quest, and you can get 1,000 if you want that achievement to get like you got 3,000. Yes, why not?
Absolutely.
You get
okay.
And so yeah, with these fruits, you have to defend the rat, because there are Panthera Cats who arrive, and you have to not kill them, because we are friendly. We don't kill cats, but you have to throw fruits at them so that they flew off and you leave you be with your little rat.
Right. Who doesn't? He only cares about the fruits anyway, but because it's a rat. Actually, that would be so. I don't know if you're gonna plan something. Cause just think about it, a rat. What's the one thing about the rat that's the rodents? What rodents have going for them? Their teeth continuously grow. So what would a rat like to have in order to sand down its teeth? Well, bones would be one of the options. That would be funny if he would just jump on Liam and like, just because he needs to grind his teeth down. It'd be funny, like, go away. Anyway, I'm just spitballing ideas here.
Yeah, that would be a good game over. Yeah.
I mean, maybe not necessarily game over. Maybe like the first encounter when you go into that area and the rat just jumps on you and jumps on Liam and starts munching on his bones. And you're like, yo, what are you doing? And then he explains that he needs to find his teeth, obviously. And then you decide to help him because you're a very nice. Definitely not the skeleton of a murderer. Maybe
of a mariachi.
I mean, Who knows? Okay, tell me a bit more about. Well, I don't know. What should we? Oh, tell me about the game engine. What are you using, and why did you decide on that?
We were using Unreal Engine. We actually, when you want to make a game, you have mostly two choices between Unreal and Unity. So we've chosen Unreal because I find more friendly, and it's also about the blueprints. Programmation system.
That's the scripting language, right? In Unreal Engine, it
yes.
makes it very easy for people to program, behavior in it without having a lot of coding experience. From what I understand, I haven't played it. I'm just
It's lovely, and yes, because I'm very bad at coding, and blueprints are more user friendly, so that's cool. Yes, that's the main reason we've chosen Unreal, and I prefer the interface of Unreal.
Okay. Did you try Unity? Did you give it a try like before? Did you test it out or yeah?
Yes, for Project School, things like that. Yeah, I used Unity, but and it crashes a lot. Unity, I find like it crashes a lot.
The one thing that I because I played around a little bit some years ago with Unity. The one thing that I make fun of Unity, and I don't know if it's the same thing now, is that every time a new update comes in, you have to recompile and fix some crap in the game that in the previous build it worked, and now with the updates something screwed up in your project, and you have to change something because it's I don't know. That's I know that was something that was happening back in the day. I'm not sure right now if it's the same thing, but and I know people who were making games and they were not upgrading Unity to a new version because the project that they were working on was working fine with that build, and like if we're gonna update, there might be some new stuff that breaks, so we're just gonna not upgrade Unity for like a year or something like that, which is quite a bit. But okay, so quite a powerful engine, that's for sure. But I don't know if it's related. It could be kind of related. Did you choose Unreal maybe because of other incentives too? Maybe like the Unreal grant that Epic gives, or maybe options for easier transition to console versions, something like that. Is that something that was in consideration with when deciding on Unreal Engine?
Honestly, not, because we at this time we didn't know about the mega grant, or I think the grants is also for Unity users. Actually, it's not only for Unreal. So yeah, but yeah, that was not in consideration. And for the consoles or whatever, I think Unity is able to send a game to consoles. So
yeah,
no, that's that's mainly the interface of Unreal, I guess, and the power of the engine, of course. And yeah, I can't wait for Unreal 5. Of course, it will be, I think, quite awesome. So
yeah, but okay, fair enough. Okay, I'm really interested in Unreal too, like in terms of the technology and everything. What would Unreal Engine 5 bring to a game like DTG, like Death the Game? What would you maybe think of upgrading if you would transition to UE5?
Well, Unreal 5 has this feature of you don't care about the number of faces you bring into your models. So you just create them, you just churn them and have 1 million polygons, and you don't care because the engine understands for you and does his tricks and okay you. So that's more fluent, I think, for people who know how to use sculpting tools, and we don't. So we'll have to train for that if we want to. But that will be a more beautiful game, I think, simply because models with more polygons are just more beautiful. And
more
but
detail. Yeah.
for DTG, actually, we do not have a lot of polygons in our models.
yeah, because we pay attention to that.
Yeah, but yeah, we will still pay attention till the end. It's not sure that we will migrate the project on Unreal 5. We will wait a little bit for the bug to be fixed or things like that. But for DTG, it could be useful for the LODs of the model. That means the level of details of the models. For example, we have a forest, so we have a lot of trees in the field of view. And these trees, the number of trees, have to have LODs because the tree that is 5 kilometers away is in a lower version than the tree which is just in front of you. So we have, per tree, like 5 models of tree each distance, for each distance, and Unreal 5 could kill this part of the work, the LODs, because no matter if the tree 5 kilometers away is thousands of polygons actually. So yeah, that could be useful for that. I think, I guess, depending on how the engine is actually powerful at the end. But yeah.
Right. Okay. So in terms of the platforms, what are you targeting for Death the Game?
PC, of course, and we would like the game to be out on every console. Like if we can have it on Switch, PS5 or 4, and Xbox, it would be marvelous. But it's not. It won't necessarily be possible. So yeah, we'll do what we can. Switch is, from what I saw, quite to get. So we can assume it will be possible. I don't know for Xbox, and PS5 and 4 are probably okay to get, I suppose. It should be possible, but yeah, PC at least.
Are you maybe thinking of partnering with, I don't know, maybe with a publisher? Probably would be one thing, and get their expertise to port the game to other platforms, and you just focus on the PC one, or what's the plan here? Like, you want to be all independent and release on whatever you can with the resources that you have, or are you thinking of finding partners, other avenues to help you with development and maybe expanding it to other platforms too?
Probably no publisher to be fully independent. Yes, that's the goal. If we can do without publishers, we will do without publishers, actually. It's just about making the game to be known, to have some advertisement about the game and things like that. Of course, the publisher also is useful also for the contact that he has with Steam, with even with Epic Store or things like that. Yeah, but we will try to have these contacts with other ways. Yeah, if we can with publishers. Sorry.
Right. I'm guessing there might be. I'm not 100%, but it's a service, so why not? There are probably companies that help mitigate the relationship between distribution platforms and developers. Like, you wouldn't have to go to a publisher, and like you said, marketing, hire marketing team, and that can help, sure, because it's a whole other thing. Like, developing is one thing, marketing is a whole other thing. It's pretty crazy. But so are you thinking of doing any crowdfunding for DTG, or are you just gonna do it on your own with your resources and release when it's ready?
We are currently waiting for a response from Epic Games in how to say that, linked to the Mega Grants program, because we applied to it, and we are waiting to see if we are eligible to it and if they want to give money to us to make the game. If we don't receive money from them, we will at one point need an income. So yeah, we'll probably consider doing a Kickstarter campaign or Indiegogo or whatever to have people help us in advance. And yeah.
Okay, so for people watching and everyone who'll be interested in DTG, how would you go? Would you encourage them to spam, Unreal and the Unreal? No. So not spam. On Twitter every day, like, hey guys, did you give the grant to at Death the Game? Like, give them money. They're so cool. Like anything like that. Like, is there anything that you could do technically as like you just wait for them to decide if they like the project or whatever? Because I mean, if it was my money. Yeah, I would be like, oh yeah, definitely. Like, here's 50,000 euros or something like that. Whatever. No, really, because it's like it's first of all, you're already using Unreal Engine, so that's a plus, right? So you're already on their side, right? In that regard, you're already on their side. Maybe you could do a deal for the Epic Games Store and whatever. It's like, yeah, this is a pretty cool game. It's something new. It's something that I don't know if you're targeting this, but the way you're describing the game and the way it looks and what I've seen so far, I would suspect that DTG, although it's called Death the Game, it seems like a title that would be fine even for a younger audience. Because it's cutesy, it doesn't seem to be violent in any way, not gory. So I would, it's a huge market to, go for, 10 and up. Everyone 10 years old and up can play the game, and it's, it's not going to be a 16 plus year old game. So this is like, it's a huge market that Death the Game can cover. So, that's one of the reasons why, yeah, sure. Give the grant, why not? I don't know what the details are for the grant, but I would say that I would suspect that the game is an ideal candidate for something like that. It's cute, it has appeal. It's a single player experience. By the way, speaking of that, single player. So it's single player only.
Yeah.
Okay. I know there was this discussion recently about replayability. Are you thinking of adding anything to the game that would make the player want to come back to it after finishing it the first time? Not saying that you have to do that. I'm just gauging your interest.
Okay, so it's mainly about narration, about the story, about discovering things. So the replayability, I would say, is not the main point of the game, to be completely honest. But if you want to replay the game months after you finished it the first time, the fact that the points, the 5 quests can be accomplished in the order you want, will change the timeline of how you discover the story. So if you forget it a little bit, you can discover it in a new way. That's pretty much it. And of course the multiple choices that have no impact of the main timeline, but it's some cool lines that you didn't hear the first time, so you can make choices that are different. That's the replayability of the game. It's not like Diablo 3 or what, or you can spend hundreds of hours on it. But
So how long after release are you going to add in the Battle Royale mode?
Well, Battle Royale, I would say 1 year. Let's say 1 year. So people come back and fight with their old Lion version, and
That's
just time to add weapons to the game, and 1 year.
I mean, 1 year, that's actually faster than what EA does. So that's great. Like, I mean, that would be faster to get on the bandwagon than EA. So that's, you're doing pretty well on that. Yeah, of course I'm gonna target EA. Why not? I mean, anyway, it's fine. They're a big publisher. They don't give a crap. They're fine. But no, so it is going to be a single player experience. It's gonna what are you targeting in terms of the length of the quest?
Of the whole game or
Yes.
of the quest?
Yeah, the main quest.
Okay. The main quest, I would say 4 hours.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and with
it's a bit hard to gauge because you have to estimate how much time will the player take to arrive to a quest. If it's a bit too hard and if he will die too much time, hopefully not, and come back to the crypt, pick another quest, go. Yeah, it's a bit at this point it's a bit hard to estimate.
Yeah. It's exploration, so if the player explored the game or yes, it's the range of the time could be
really
quite huge. Yeah.
Right, depending on the player, if they want to, take their time to explore, hear all the lines and everything. Yeah, it could be. You probably see like in the reviews, Steam reviews, and like the game is great, recommended, blah blah, and it's like time plays like 274 hours. Like, wait, what did this person do for 274 hours in the game? And we're like, I liked it. I was going everywhere. I heard all the lines. Like, congratulations, you get an achievement. That should be an achievement. If you hear all the lines, like all possible lines, you're like, yeah, dude, you deserve an achievement for that because I mean that would be an achievement actually to listen through all of it. So Liam is voiced. Is there any other voiceover work to be done in DTG? Are there other characters, or maybe later on any narration that's going to involve any other voice actors?
One more. Only two characters. Only two characters in the game are voiced and speak actually. So yeah.
So it's just like one voice actor is gonna have a lot of work, and then it's fine, right? Okay, that's. I mean, it's like, what do you want to have? One character with 100,000 lines, or you want to have 20 characters with 2,000 lines each. Yeah, that's fair. That's okay. So let's. Oh, sorry. I was checking the comments really quick. So, that's interesting. But I'm guessing it's a no. But let's see. So once
featuring
what? Sorry.
Featuring
it's so adorable. Cats confirmed in the game. No, that's fine. I always bring animals in. Will he have a pet, a normal dog or a skeleton dog? That's actually an interesting question, since or a skeleton cat.
Yeah. That would be great to have a pet like following you around and running after you. Yeah, that would be.
I mean, with spirits around, and them being mean, I would definitely have a skeleton cat around me because it would scare them. Oh, it would be so mean. It would be so cool because it would be so mean. It would have like a big head. It would be really cute, but it's still and maybe some reddish soul in it because it's it's a bit more evil. Once I finish the game as a player, will I be able to unlock a level editor or a puzzle creator for the other players in the community? That's interesting. Are you thinking of any modding option for DTG?
No.
No. Yeah, that's not really the purpose of the game. I mean, when you're playing a RTS game like StarCraft or real-time strategy game, yes, it makes sense to create your own maps or things like that for replayability, or even for FPS like Overwatch. I don't know, having custom modes makes sense. I mean, in a narrative game, I don't really see why.
And that would be a completely different way to conceptualize it, because we have to build the game around models you can duplicate and do your things, and it's not like that. So yeah, that would be really complicated for something that most of the players wouldn't use, I guess. So
yeah. So DTG is going to be, so what are you targeting? Is it going to be one story, and after it, you're done and you'll be satisfied with it, and you just go on living your life with more appreciation for life? Or is DTG one story in a bigger universe that you want to explore further, maybe in future projects?
Yes, that's more like that. Of course, the story have a start and end, but you can go further in the universe and understand why the elevator, why this kind of things. Concerning the exploring the universe later, maybe DLCs, or we have ideas for expanding the universe.
So other quests, other single player quests coming in as DLC later on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting, because it's it gives more, I guess, volume to the world, right? Because it is a story, and if there's more to it, then I want to know what else is going on in the world. Because I'm guessing Liam isn't the only human. So who else is there? The player is in there. What's his deal there? It'd be so fun if Death the Game 2, and you play the player from Death the Game. He's gonna be like a different skeleton. Who knows? So because this goes for the question someone asked about DLC. So yeah, that's a possibility. Would you be able to fight other skeletons or evil creatures? I think you mentioned that not a lot of combat in.
Yeah, not really. There will be the spirits, but you don't even fight them directly, so no, not really.
Yeah.
The Pantera cats with
the Pantera cats with in the quest. Yeah.
But
I'm sorry, Voitero has very good questions actually, but the answer is no.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So the player can be played co-op. I'm guessing no, right? So it's single player only, you and... I mean, it is co-op. Sort of.
It is co-op.
Co-op with yourself.
Yeah. And the character.
And the character.
Yeah. No.
So it's co-op with the developers.
Well, it's co-op with Liam. Co-op with yourself is masturbation. So it's not exactly the same thing. It's like, no.
That's the worst way to see it.
No, but it is co-op because it's you and Liam. You're together. So that's another thing. No, that's for Death the Game 2. It's gonna be 16 plus, and it's gonna be like a porn version. Oh, anyway, no, it's yeah. Sorry, I was anyway. I don't know why I think these things. I just had too much sugar. Anyway, are you thinking of having a demo out for the game, regardless of you doing a crowdfunding campaign or not?
If we do a crowdfunding campaign, I think it would be pretty bold of us not to have a demo, because people are giving money and they don't know why for. So except for exception made of videos and stuff like that. So it would be a bit light. I think it will not really work. So if there is a crowdfunding campaign, yes. If there is not,
probably yes.
Not tomorrow, but probably yes.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I was thinking that was really sneaky, because I was thinking like, if there's going to be a crowdfunding campaign, yes. If not, and I was going like, okay, if not, you're going to just make a demo for, YouTubers, right? And we're like, no, yeah, still yes. Oh, okay, whatever. It's good. It's good. So yeah, I mean, a demo would be actually great to have, because it's, again, like you said, you have something to prove, given that it's your first project, and I think you can get more people invested in Death the Game if they have something to play, and they can show, maybe share, say that it was cool or not, whatever, have their opinion, have their experience. So yeah, ideally if you could a demo, just send it to me whenever it's ready, exclusively. You're gonna see it here, youtube.com/cryptichybrid, of course, subscribe. Okay, so just something that I don't know how much time you have, because we've been here for an hour and 35. Just let me know if you have to go or something like that. Just if not, okay. Tell me about the logbooks. So for people who don't know, you just go to Death the Game's page on YouTube. There's a link in the description below to that YouTube channel. and American Falco have these 3 logbooks at this point, where they have a story, and they play around and they dress up and they do like a funny skit, and after that they go into details about the game. Tell me, why did you choose to update people on DTG this way? Because it seems like it's a lot of work. It's writing scripts, it's playing, it's a lot of editing. So, and it looks great and it's really funny. But why did you go for this one?
Yeah, thank you very much. If you find it funny, it's the main purpose. So we decided to make things like this way because it's funny to see, and it's funny for us to make. Making just videos in front of camera and saying, yeah, we're working that, but without a script, without jokes every time and things like that, it would be, I think, a little bit boring to watch and a little bit boring to create. So, of course, logbooks take a lot of time to be made. It's about a lot of time. It's about 1 week, one huge week of work, from the writing to the post production, and the subtitles in YouTube, because this is the last part. It's written the English.
The last reveal with French. It's like.
And what? Yes, that's mainly it. It's just because it's fun for us to make that, and this intro, which is scenarized with the costumes and things like that, it's the cool part of the logbooks. I mean, even someone who is not interested in the game, or even someone, it's I hope funny to watch. And for someone who just wants info of the game, you can just keep the intro and watch the rest of the logbooks. So. And
are the stories that you've put in, the skits that you put in with all the costumes and are those anyway related to the game, or are they an independent thing, not at all connected to the story of the game?
It's absolutely disconnected from the game. We made some related things to Naglfar, which is our team name, our company, future company name, Naglfar. So the second logbook is about Candles of the Naglfar, is called. So it takes place in the boat, which Naglfar is from the northern mythology. It's the boat, the huge ship of the dead. So it's a little bit connected to the game, finally. And yes, but that's just for fun. The Naglfar inspired us for the second logbook, and we try to change the style of writing at each logbook. And the fourth one, we have written nothing about it, but will probably won't be funny. The intro won't be with jokes or what. I'm not saying it will be sad or tragical, but it won't be funny. It's the total goal we're aiming on this one.
Okay, but so sorry, go ahead.
It can be, I mean, any style. It could be black and white movie for the fifth. It can be I don't know, podcast like for the sixth. It's the style changed.
From one logbook to another. That's what you mean. Yeah. It's every time it's okay. So is the fourth logbook gonna have any more content for Marek's wiki feet post? Because I'm guessing someone, with him being barefoot in one of the logbooks, someone clipped images and he's already on the wiki feet page, and weird people are looking at his muddy feet on there.
Seriously? I don't know about it.
No, I'm thinking that someone did it already. I mean, you know, it must have been. I mean, there's no feet that appear, you know, on any, you know, video that aren't there, right? So I'm guessing, Marek, that your feet are there, and you know, some people are commenting on them. You know, it's probably weird comments. I wouldn't check the comments though.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was.
I'm not sure if I want to know about the comments. So actually, yes. Yeah.
You know what? I'm sure they're very, very, very good. I don't think people who go to WikiFeet like in a serious manner would be very critical of you know, some nice feet and be like, yeah, that's my compliment. Although I didn't watch it or anything like that. It would be funny. Like you go in there and you know, you see 100 screenshots of your feet from the logbook, and it's like uploader cryptic hybrid. No, that's not me. That I did not do that. No, it's funny. It's, you know, why would you do that? Why would you go barefoot in the mud? And oh my god. Anyway, that's. I mean, I guess it feels good. I don't know. It probably was cold.
It was cold,
it was really cold, and I had to stay with the feet covered in mud for like 10 minutes, and I ended up a bit okay. Can we get back to the apartment? Yeah.
I mean, you have to. Yeah. I mean, you know, kudos for doing all that. But what has been the response to these logbooks? Like, what do people say? Like, did they like them? Did they enjoy them? What type of feedback have you gotten so far?
Well, in general, we have really good feedbacks. It's really cool. It's people find it funny, and yeah, that's we are very happy because that's the goal. Mm-hmm. So yeah, good feedbacks.
And
so sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. We had an interview thanks to the Red Boots. Yeah, I don't know if you know the person. Yeah, no, you don't. Okay.
No,
okay.
No, I don't know. I don't know. No.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, you can give more details. That's what I mean. Like, if anyone else wants to see, then please go ahead.
Oh, it's you. It's you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, the person who gives us an interview because of the logbooks.
Oh,
it's quite you.
Well, no, I saw no. Okay, you know what? Okay, let me just be clear. I did not decide to do an interview because I saw Marek's feet in the logbook.
That's great to know.
Yes, I was interested in the game beforehand, so it's fine. Okay. So, well, I don't know anything else that you haven't spoiled that you would like to spoil right now as an exclusive right here on Cryptic Hybrid, youtube.com/Cryptic Hybrid. Subscribe here and on BitChute.
I said at the night cycle at the night time to go down in the crypt. That's a huge thing. That's huge. Yeah.
Okay. Any more cats that you want to show? Come on. Any pets? Anything else? No. You don't have to. It's fine.
You will encounter a big bird at the beginning of the game, and it's
made of bones.
What?
Is it made of bones? Human bones?
Usually, no, it's not made of. No, please, no. We are not in Dark Souls. No, it's the other character of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's quite big.
Yeah.
That's an interesting character. It's like, what does it do? Well, it floats. Like other than that. But yeah, okay. That is quite a big reveal, actually. So, in terms of, sorry, just because I forgot about logbooks. What's the plan in terms of releasing logbooks? Is it like one per quarter, like one every 3 months?
Something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'd love to do this more often, but it takes a lot of time, and it's either logbooks or game development. And if we end up with 1,000 logbooks and no game, it's like okay, and we don't have much to tell if we have logbooks too often. So yeah. That would not be
right. And you also want to have, you know, something to say, like, this is what we've done, and then what we've, you know, right. Every, you know, you can't just do like one every week. It's like, well, today I wrote some, you know, I made some blueprint stuff, and, you know, but I can't really show it because it's, you need something bigger to show off. Any game that you're, playing right now, if you have any time, anything that you're interested in that's coming, before DTG comes out.
There are lots of teams coming out before DTG, I'm afraid.
It's fine. I mean, that's not a bad thing. It's just it's
No,
the
it's-
market.
Yeah. I'm playing Dark Souls 2. The worst Dark Souls, in my opinion. It's just, I think it's really, the 1 was good, the 3 was awesome, and the 2 is like, okay. I don't know if you played it, but
No, I don't like dying a billion times, so no.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's that type of thing where I just haven't played it, but I know it's very popular and everything, but I don't have anything against it. It's like not seeing Casablanca. It's like it's a classic, but not everyone has seen it, or I haven't seen Casablanca. Just so we're clear, it's that type of thing where you just don't intersect with the thing. But yeah, it's I would just put this opinion on the internet. It would be like, Dark Souls 3 sucks, Dark Souls 2 is the best, and just see what happens. See what happens, and if people say really mean words to you, just like add that to the game. Check out my check out my project.
yeah.
For me, it will be Quantic Dreams games. I don't know if you know
yeah.
it.
Yeah, Quantic Dreams?
Quantic.
Like
Quantic.
yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
David Cage, right?
Yeah,
That's-
absolutely.
Yeah, that's the name of the studio head. Yeah.
Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit Become Human.
What was the first one? I don't know if you. Does
I,
anyone remember?
Fahrenheit.
I guess it's Fahrenheit.
No, before. Yeah, I think it was that one, but it had like a different name in the US. Something like it had like a really cool
Oh,
name.
right. Yeah.
Indigo Prophecy or something. I don't remember.
yeah,
Something like
that's
that.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it had David Bowie in it as like that's like 99, like literally 1999. But yeah, he's been working for a long time, and Quantic has been doing some really interesting games for a long time. Yeah, Heavy Rain too. Yeah.
Right.
That's what are they doing right now? I have no idea. What was the?
I don't know.
current
There
project?
is no information about the next project. I don't know. Yeah.
They're probably making something. Didn't I read something like a few years ago that the next game is not gonna be exclusive, like a PS5 exclusive? I don't remember.
Yes. No, they are on the Epic Store actually. Heavy Rain, Stra.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the next one won't be exclusive. I think. Yeah.
Which is good. More people play the games on multiple platforms. That's always good. Because I remember, I think the last 2 or 3 games initially were only on the PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
3 and 4, and then I guess okay, that's nice. So I like that. I like all the platforms. Everyone should release their games on every single platform that they can, just so they get everyone. I'm not a fan of exclusive in general. I get why there are exclusives, and if you want to bash Microsoft right now for buying Bethesda and saying that there are going to be some Bethesda games that are exclusive to Xbox, you can go ahead right now. This is your chance. This is your chance to criticize Microsoft and lose any leeway you can have with them. So go ahead. No, okay, that's fine. No, okay.
I'm not waiting the next Bethesda
yeah.
so on. So of course the next Elder Scroll, but no information on that either.
Yeah. This Elder Scrolls 6 is probably going to be something like GTA 6. It's going to take a long ass time until we find it. And it was really funny. I saw like a meme a few days ago where it was like, it's like 4-year difference, like what you were playing in, I don't know, 2004, and it showed one GTA, and then in 2008 like another GTA, and then it's like the last 5 years you were playing the same game because they haven't released anything. It's like, yeah, I mean, come on, Rockstar. I mean, I understand, any GTA game is a huge undertaking, but it's been 5 years. It's like, come on, what the hell? Anyway, the game is gonna take a lot less than that. It's gonna be go faster. Wait, sorry, just seeing coming to the elimination of the fourth wall. Will you have interaction with the character in which you can hit him Why the violence? I don't get it. Okay, hit him on the shoulder with the mouse cursor, or when it comes to choose a direction, like maybe to nudge him, maybe not just slap him, like or something like that. Like, will you have any interaction like that with him, or is it just gonna be words?
It's not planned yet. We could indeed have interactions like that.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It's a great idea. Yeah.
We hire you in the team.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I think he has. I think he tried some Voiter. I think he tried some development stuff. So why not? I mean, I think he has some experience with. I think with 3D modeling and stuff. So why not? Get in touch. When you press the right to choose another direction and start a dialogue. Oh, okay. So it's the same thing about nudging him in some way or another. Yeah, I would just like slap him over the head like. And like the flower just flips like doo 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 in the wind. Yeah, that would be fun. All right, so unless you want to reveal anything else that's spoilery, which I'm guessing that's not the case, where can people find you? Where can they find out more about Death the Game? And usually, what are the channels where you communicate details about it?
Well, there is YouTube where we post the logbooks, but only one per 3 or 4 months, so you have to wait a bit before the next. There is Twitter and Instagram, on which I'm particularly posting things like on a regular basis, like 2 or 3 days. You have news on the project, pictures and videos and stuff like that. And there is Facebook, linked to Instagram. Mainly.
And I think all of those are linked in the description below. I definitely have YouTube, Instagram, so just check out the links in there. And something that we totally missed, and I was like, how could I miss this? The audio, the music. So you have some samples on your YouTube page, and it's quite promising, I think, in terms of the. I mean, I really like it. I gotta say, it's like soothing but also inspiring. You just check Death the Game on YouTube to find those samples. Tell me about the music, the theme. I can't believe I missed that, but it's a big element. So what are you preparing in that regard?
So yes, the musics are really good. Actually, they are composed by Laurent Vong. Which joined us many months now ago.
1 year ago.
Yeah. 1 year ago, yeah. Is very talented, and it's really cool. We will try to have in the music tone more like a saloon ambience or things like that, with guitar, with a rocky ambience. Yes, that will be the main tonality of That's the Game.
And will there be different musical themes to different areas?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So the bar is gonna be like old jazz or something, or blues. That would be nice. I'm just speculating. We're not gonna talk about the bar. If there is a bar in the game. I'm guessing you don't want to say anything about it. Just that there's a bar.
It's the final area. Yeah,
it's where you went, so we can't really spoil too much things about it, because here you encounter the second character of the game also, and you have a talk with him. So with him.
Wait. So what do you mean a talk with him? Like what? So you, the player, you're gonna talk to? Is it gonna be like a one-to-one interaction, like face to face?
No. Liam will.
Okay.
But we are beyond Liam, so we,
Wait, Liam as a skeleton or his human self, though?
Skeleton. Yeah, he's a skeleton until the end.
Oh, so we're not gonna see like a picture of him when he was alive and happy and had flesh on him? Maybe. Okay. Because it would be really funny if you see Liam, he's a skeleton, big head, right? And then you would see like an image of him while he was alive, and he would be like a tall, super tall guy, like really skinny, and like a little head, and like like a big beard, not the mustache that he has. That would be funny. Like if he looked totally different from his skeleton would suggest, that would be pretty funny. But I'm just saying that would be a funny thing to say. I'm not, for anyone watching, I'm not involved in Death of the Game. I'm not being paid, or I'm not consulting or anything like that. So just all this is just me speculating because I like it. And like I mentioned, Voiter, if I can help with anything, I work in Blender and a bit of Unreal Engine 4. So yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Get in touch. Get in touch, because it's that another person that's just gonna increase the the goal for the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
We're just gonna need more money. It's fine. All right. So anything else? Closing words for everyone watching.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cryptic. That was very cool.
Yeah.
Thanks
you
for coming.
That was a pleasure too.
And thank you, player, for watching.
Yeah.
Here.
You had really good questions and Voitero too. So yes, that was very cool to be there.
You were the best hosts.
Yes, clearly.
Come on, really? Okay, tell me tell me who's a bad host so I know. Just so we can. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not gonna destroy your relationships with other people. No, but it's. I mean, for me, the first time I saw DTG, I think the character is a big draw, and that sold me. I really like the character, so the visual style. I mean, as soon as I saw him, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I want to see more of that. And then when I got into watching the logbooks, which they're very endearing, I think, and it shows that you're very passionate about the game and you want to show it off, and it kind of feels like you're always trying to kind of pull back from showing too much or revealing too much, which I know, to me it seemed like you were very excited all the time to talk about the new stuff that you've done. And the story is interesting. I definitely want to see more of the characters. So that's one pet peeve that I have, that I don't know more about the characters that I'm going to see in the game. And hopefully you're going to reveal something along the way, or I'll just play the game when it releases. So I guess good luck with that, because it's hard. It's hard to get any indie game to be seen by more people, but I'm definitely going to try to do my best to promote DTG, because it's really cute. I want to see the story. I want to see what's going on with Liam. I want to see how he died. And if you're going to make me cry, because I don't usually cry, but if it's going to be that like a really, really sweet but sad story, I'm going to ask for refund. Just saying. It'd be like, you can see my Steam review. It's like, not recommended because it's going to make you cry at the end. It's like, it's a really cool game and I like the mechanics and the platforming is awesome. But it's like, it's really pulls on your heartstrings and I can't sleep now. It's like, so we'll see. But
thank you so many times. Yeah, for the kind words. That's really cool. It's really cool that you find the character cool and cute. And I had mentioned to teacher that find the character ugly and said, I don't like it won't work. I don't know. Just like that. That's the only person that told us this, but it was honest, actually, at least. And so it's cool that you say you like it. And
you know what?
cool. Thank you very much.
You're probably not going to say anything, but I'm going to take it was a teacher's opinion. So we all know, like, seriously, like, if anyone can tell me how many teachers they considered good during their school time, I could probably name 2 or 3 out of all the teachers that I had. So yes, when a teacher says something, usually you can disregard it. I'm just saying, everyone who's at school right now, disregard what teachers say. They're probably not the best people to to do something like that. But yeah, Liam is cute. I don't know how you could say that, because you don't know what the deal is with him. Okay, so the flower is there because he's a dead body, but why the mustache? That mustache is like, it's very specific. It could be he could be like a bullfighter from Spain from the 19th century with that thing, or he could be some sort of cosplayer from Mexico from 2022. I have no idea what to do with him. And the fact that you said that he looks different than his skeleton, okay, so he doesn't have a giant head, so he's not gonna but who knows? And he has a weird name, Liam Timothy Mars. Maybe he's part of the family that owns Mars. Well, it's probably the Coca-Cola company now, but the ones that founded the Mars company that made the candy bars. Who knows? That would be funny, and you'd get sued. You'd be like, do not, like the family, like the Mars family is suing Death the Game. That's good publicity. So why not?
Yeah.
Maybe we should start something like that. All right, I'm not gonna keep you more because I think I'm pushing my luck here, and I really do appreciate you
Fine.
being here. For everyone watching, of course, Liam and Falco are both subscribed to the channel already. This is where you say, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, just work with me here. Sorry, you can say like oui, bonjour, like of course, stuff like that. Just come on. Exactly. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So if you want to see more interviews, I'm definitely going to try to do more, and hopefully we can get these guys. Again, if they're going to do a crowdfunding campaign, maybe then, or when they release the game. Any timeline on that? Like, you have a target for a release, like not a date specifically, but a year, a month, a quarter.
Maybe at the end of the year. Maybe
Really?
For the
demo or Kickstarter.
No, the full release, the full game.
The full release. Okay, not the end of the year.
Okay.
Actually, not really targets.
Yeah, it's not.
It's okay if you don't have like a specific thing. Just
Yeah. The policy about making the game really that we take time to make things perfect. I don't know, but at least we think it's actually perfect. So it takes time, and we want to take this time to have a good game at the end. Yeah.
We don't want to release the game buggy and you end up with a CD Projekt Red 2 and nobody buys the game and
Well, it's not like nobody bought the game, but yeah, you're right. That is like, that's so true, and especially but look at that. They have lots of people, like tens and probably hundreds of people working there, CD Projekt Red, and they had so much time and so much hype and everything. And at least with the PS4 and Xbox One versions, they got a lot of crap, and they lost a lot of goodwill that they previously had. So it's better to spend more time on something and do it right than to try to fix things afterwards, because the sour taste is already there. People are going to complain and everything, and rightfully so, especially $60 game. But yeah, you're right. It's better to wait and do something right than release a buggy game. And it's amazing that still happens at that level, where sure, money's involved, but it's not like they can't afford another 2 months, 3 months to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I mean, I like their games, but they kind of screwed the pooch quite a bit on that one. Not with the release. Anyway, for the Hollow Effects. So for everyone watching, again, subscribe. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on BitChute, bitchute.com/cryptichybrid. Everyone here is subscribed on BitChute too. Yes. Come on.
Allez,
No, you're supposed to come.
Abonnez-vous. Subscribe.
You're supposed to.
I was ready, and
You're supposed to be like, yeah, of course, we'll subscribe on everything. Like, yeah, we follow you on Twitter, we follow you on YouTube, BitChute, everywhere. Like, doesn't matter.
Everywhere.
You're the greatest. Actually, I'm the best kept secret.
You have to follow the best host.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Thanks, Marek and Falco, for being here. And other than that, happy holidays. There's no holidays. Is there any holidays right now?
Not really.
No. I think maybe there's holidays. Anyway, nothing there. I'm just I have too much sugar in me. Follow me on Twitter @cryptichybrid. See the ways to which you can support me in the description below. But of course, if you're gonna do anything, check out Death the Game. Check out the ways to which you can support them. Share the stuff. Check out YouTube, their YouTube channel. Share the stuff on Instagram. Just in addition to liking pictures of young women dancing, just like the skeleton images too. And other than that, what was I? Oh, and another thing. March 23rd, don't forget, Inspector Waffles comes out. It's a game that I've been waiting for a long time. It's a point-and-click adventure game from a person that I really care about. Goloso Games. He's just a one-man army there, and he's been working for I think 4 years now, and he's finally releasing the game. So just check out Inspector Waffles on Steam. I'm definitely gonna cover it, and yeah. And after that, that's the game. On March 24th. 2021, that the game releases on Steam, and the Epic Games Store. Thanks, guys, and I'm gonna let you close it out.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.
That okay? I was thinking yeah.
We said everything. We like you. You're the best host. And now it's time.
No, I'm not saying about me. Like just pump it up. Just that's the game. Any help could be. Just talk about yourself more. That's how you have to pump me up or anything like that. I was thinking you close it off with all about you. Like yeah, we're just doing here.
We spent 2 hours talking about ourselves, so now we're a bit okay.
All right. So we're gonna go. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and have an awesome weekend.
Yeah. Awesome.